Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the Auto Wisdom YouTube channel. Today we're going to be diving into the reliability, maintenance, and common issues found in the McLaren 570s, the McLaren 570s, and then of course the related 540C and 570 GT variants were introduced as a more attainable Sport Series model, positioned below McLaren's flagship 650S and later 720S. It was powered by a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 codenamed the M838T, producing approximately 562 horsepower, and then paired with a sophisticated 7-speed dual-clutch SSG gearbox. The car emphasized sharp handling, everyday usability for a supercar, and then of course the distinctive dihedral doors. Production for the 570S spanned roughly between 2015 to the 2019 model years, and despite the strong performance credentials, a lot of prospective owners frequently raise questions about long-term reliability, repair costs, and common failure points, concerns that are amplified by McLaren's earlier reputation for many teething issues in models such as the MP412C. Broader Service McLaren campaigns have addressed software updates for engine control modules and other systems across the Sport Series lineup. Technical service bulletins primarily cover diagnostic refinements such as HVAC calibration, climate fault warnings, cold weather tire pressure procedures, and then battery charging protocols as well. So these are generally non-safety related, and they focus on optimizing diagnostics or addressing minor operational quirks. So let's talk about some of the electrical issues found in the 570S. Now, electrical gremlins constitute the most frequently reported category across owner forums. Intermittent dashboard warning lights and ghost codes often resolve via a simple restart, battery disconnection, or just brief idling periods. Key fob recognition failures are quite commonly mitigated by holding the fob closer to the start-stop button, and battery drain and premature failure occur particularly when vehicles sit unused for extended periods of time. Owners would strongly advise picking up a battery charger or battery maintainer for this very reason. A recurring minor annoyance involves windows rolling down or failing to seal properly after door closures, which can sometimes be linked to weather stripping or safety logic of the vehicle. The wiper motor intermittency or failure has also been noted in some instances, and these issues are typically described as quirky rather than debilitating, and they rarely ever strand the vehicle. The lightweight glass that McLaren uses for the windshields and the rear windscreen is prone to stress fractures and cracks, which is a characteristic noted in multiple buying guides. Careful inspection during pre-purchase evaluation is really advised for this. Many of the aluminum body panels, such as the doors, wings, and even the engine cover on certain examples of Sport Series models, can exhibit corrosion or paint bubbling, which is attributed to inconsistent paint surface treatment during the earlier production years. Some fit and finish concerns have presented themselves as well, including door alignment, which does tend to appear more prevalent on 2015 to 2017 model year vehicles, and dihedral door scuffs and front splitter damage, especially with improper use of the front nose lift, are additional cosmetic considerations. These issues don't typically affect structural integrity of the vehicle, but they do impact aesthetics as well as overall resale value. Now, in terms of suspension and chassis, leaking front dampers represent a known age-related wear item, often manifesting as clunking or knocking over low-speed bumps. Control arm bushings, particularly the front units, are recognized wear components as well that are subject to cracking, perishing, or even tearing, which can also produce squeaks or subtle handling degradation symptoms. Some early examples, again with the 570S, received warranty replacements for these components, but the nose lift hydraulic systems, when equipped, may also develop leaks or potentially require attention over time, though it's not super common. In terms of drivetrain and transmission, the 7-speed SSG dual-clutch transmission generally performs really well in service, though clutch wear, Hard or jerky shifting and fluid-related issues have been reported in some higher mileage examples. Water ingress into the gearbox module has appeared in rare reports as well, which is something to be wary of, although not common. And routine gearbox fluid and filter changes at recommended intervals, approximately every 3 years or every 30,000 miles, are generally emphasized by McLaren specialists. Finally, let's get into the engine as well as the ancillary components. Now, the great news is that major engine failures appear uncommon in aggregated owner data. Misfires or rough idle are the primary engine-related complaints, and they are frequently attributable to ignition coil pack failures. Coil packs are often replaced as a set, and coolant leaks, while not universal, do represent a recurring service item on the Sport Series platform. So the most commonly reported location is the expansion tank or coolant reservoir overflow tank gasket, which degrades under repeated heat cycles and can produce small, sometimes difficult to trace losses of coolant. Now, there are some other documented points, which include the three-way cooling hose, which connects the expansion tank to the water pump, the thermostat housing, and the water pump weep hole, or less commonly, the radiator. Diagnosis typically involves a cooling system pressure test, which is combined with close visual inspection of these accessible components. These repairs generally do consist of replacing the expansion tank gasket or the entire tank assembly, which is just held by a few bolts, renewing the deteriorated hoses, or addressing the water pump and thermostat as well if it is indeed leaking. And these fixes are considered moderate in terms of cost and complexity relative to major engine work, and they are routinely handled by McLaren specialists. So prompt attention to these does prevent overheating risks, and overall the twin-turbo V8 in this vehicle is regarded as quite robust when routine ignition, fluid, and cooling system maintenance is performed. When it comes to the overall maintenance requirements and ownership costs, McLaren prescribes time and mileage-based servicing. So some of these key intervals include oil and filter changes with a multi-point inspection every year or 10,000 miles, whichever occurs first. Gearbox fluid servicing every 3 years or approximately 30,000 miles, and periodic replacement of brake fluid, cabin filters, air filters, and then charcoal filters. Spark plugs and coil packs are addressed as needed based on condition or diagnostic codes. Quick note regarding the oil change intervals, I would personally recommend performing oil changes much sooner than what the factory would generally call for. Anywhere between 3,000 to 5,000 miles for an oil change would be advised, in my personal opinion, just due to the high performance nature of these engines, and especially with a lot of owners running aftermarket modifications or taking their vehicles to the track or just generally driving them hard. It is important to ensure that fresh oil is flowing through the engine pretty much at all times. Tires and brake pads, particularly with the carbon ceramic options, do represent additional high-cost consumables, and regular driving, proper storage practices with battery maintenance, and nose lift usage do help to mitigate many preventable issues. Now, the McLaren 570s offers a compelling blend of performance, handling, and everyday supercar usability, backed by a generally favorable mechanical reliability, especially when compared to a lot of McLaren's earlier models. However, ownership demands proactive maintenance, realistic budgeting for specialist services, and the acceptance of occasional electrical idiosyncrasies. Prospective buyers should prioritize thorough pre-purchase inspections, complete service records, and awareness of limited but important recalls. So there you have it, folks. The McLaren Sport Series platform with the 570S, 540C, and 570 GT. While these cars do have their fair share of minor to moderate level issues that owners can experience throughout the course of ownership, as mentioned previously, overall a wonderful car. The carbon fiber monocoque chassis with the flat plane crank twin turbo V8 engine, dual clutch transmission, hydraulic power steering, and just overall driver engagement is close to unparalleled for this type of vehicle in this type of price range. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please be sure to leave a like on the video as well as subscribe to the channel down below if you are new here. And with all that being said, I will catch you all in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.